All right, so your new album, Chasing
Yeah,
Dream, just dropped.
yeah.
Was it last week? Has it been a week already?
It's been a week and a half now, I think.
Okay.
Has it? Yeah, it's been a week and
Sunday. Okay.
right? Am I
I
crazy?
think.
Yes. Yeah. Sunday.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been a week and a half now. Yeah, it's been awesome. It's been fun. It's been a good little response from everyone, and I don't know. I'm just proud that it's out and like these songs they have life. They've been sitting on half of them have been sitting on a hard drive for so long.
Oh wow.
The songs that I've written with the label that I was with, and
Mm.
that just what for whatever reason didn't make the cut for a release. And I don't know. I brought him to the producer I'm working with now, and he was all about it. He was really excited.
Awesome. And it's your first album, I believe, that you released independently. Is that
Yeah.
right?
Yep.
Okay.
First full length album. I put an EP
Hmm.
out. The Happenstance, the one that you saw with Haley Reinhart.
Yes.
Yes, yeah, there it is. That's crazy. Yeah. It's that album. That was all independent, but I don't think that's even on Spotify or anything anymore. But
It's not, sadly.
yeah, the rest of the stuff on Spotify is all. That was like pre Spotify. I feel like that album, like
Pretty much. I was in high school.
it was
So,
not a like I don't know. It wasn't a streamable thing.
yeah. No. Not
But
really.
uh, but yeah, this is the first full length independent release. I'm really excited about it.
Yeah,
Really
that's
cool.
awesome. So, tell me, it has this like really homey vibe to it and like this kind of like Americana folky type feel.
Yeah.
Um, Tell me just in general, like your inspiration for this album, like where you wanted to go with it. Did it just end up how it was, or did you have like a specific direction in mind?
Yeah, we were really tapping into who I don't want to say who I was before Big Yellow Dog or before the label that I was with, but like I feel like for a long time I've been chasing the industry and chasing that pop sound
Hmm.
that was super popular, and I did that for I don't know 7 years, 6 or 7 years, and I had some marginal success. I had a song on the radio for a minute, and but it didn't pan out. And after 8 years at the label, I was talking to them, and I was just like, I don't know. I feel like a shift needs to happen. I need to be putting out songs that I don't know that I'm not worried about what other people or like what other artists, what other popular artists are doing at the time.
Hmm.
It's just me. Like we recorded it very organically in the studio, and it was me on acoustic guitar, and we built around that, and uh, yeah, I think that's where the sound came from, or where the sound evolved from, was from just inherently I'm gonna play what I grew up on. I grew up on
Hmm.
like Paul Simon and the Beatles, and that kind of music that my dad was playing in the car all the time, and um, I think that it just kind of just we just went with it, and went with that style that it feels apart from everything I've ever done, it feels the most me. It
Hmm.
feels really
I love
good.
that.
You know,
Yeah.
so I'm really proud of what we've done. And I owe so much of like what we did to Kevin Kadish. I don't know if you're familiar
Hmm.
with Kevin, but he's done.
Yeah, we talked about him last time too.
Okay, he did like Megan Trainor, and
Hmm.
he wrote Morgan Wallen's Whiskey Glasses, and he did a Jason Mraz album, and so like
Awesome.
he's he knows how to connect to an artist. I feel like better than almost any producer I've worked with. That like he's able to like he got out like from me. He got out. There's just like how I play live. You know, like it. That's how the record sounds. I feel like,
Mm-hmm.
which is
Yeah, that's
really fun,
awesome.
really exciting.
Yeah, and you mentioned some of your influences and inspirations for this album, but I'm curious to know like a little bit more about that. Who some of your musical inspirations were for this album?
Man, like it's like that Paul Simon, the Beatles. There's an artist named Arlo Guthrie. I don't know if you are familiar with
Okay.
Arlo Guthrie. He's his the family, the Guthries are very famous. Like his dad, Woody Guthrie, wrote "This Land Is Your Land,"
Oh,
and
okay.
Arlo has, he's had a couple of like hits that are just like kind of niche, and I don't know. He's got a song called Alice's Restaurant, another one called City of New Orleans, and I feel like that mixed with like more modern, like Edward Sharpe and the Magnetic Zeros. Do you remember them?
Okay. No,
You
but
do.
that's
You do.
okay.
Home, let me come home. Home is whenever I'm with you.
Okay, yeah, yeah.
Alabama, Arkansas. I just
Oh,
love my
yes.
mom and pop.
Gotcha.
That mixed with just the oldie sound that I grew up on, and there's so many. There's so I don't know. I don't even know how to list the influences. It's like the
No, I got it. Yeah.
Lumineers and a little bit of Hozier and Noah Kahan, and I don't
Mm,
know. It's all over the
yeah.
map. But I think I don't think it sounds like any of them. I don't think that
Right.
the album itself, it doesn't sound like them. You know.
Yeah. No, I agree. I can definitely hear like little influences. Like it definitely feels familiar in a way, but also
Yeah.
like very
Good.
fresh and unique and kind of nostalgic at the same time as fresh, which doesn't make much sense, but that's kind of
Cool.
like how you feel. So it's
Good.
awesome.
Good. I'm glad.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Trying to see if I can.
So
Can I share this anyway?
yeah, the little like airplane thing in the corner.
Yeah. It's. I don't see
It's,
anything like. But it's like text message.
oh,
It's no like story or anything. Whatever. I'm sure it says that I'm live.
oh, okay. Yeah, it should show it at the top, like the very
Cool.
first
Yeah.
story that shows up. Yeah.
Cool.
Um, So I think my favorite song changes depending on my mood.
Oh, cool.
Like sometimes it's The Gardener, sometimes it's like, Driftwood or Chasing a Dream or no pun intended, favorite song.
Cool.
But
It's
I'm
awesome.
curious to know if you specifically have a favorite right now, maybe that you like playing more or anything
Yeah.
like that.
I think my favorite is a song called Two Trails Diner.
Hmm.
And I don't know if it's because it's so personal to me. Like it's a song about my grandfather. I never met him, but I'm wearing his wedding ring. My mom kept his wedding ring, and I'm wearing his ring, and the story behind like his life and like what they went through, what my mom like was raised on, is just
Hmm.
he was crippled with addiction, and he ran a diner in the middle of Maine, and he on top of that he raised four kids with his wife, and in the back of the Steiner. This was my mom sent me a picture of. They drove by it today,
Oh,
and
nice.
it's a diner, and then in the back there's this little apartment kind of. It's a little
Oh.
like townhome kind of thing, and
Hmm.
my mom was raised there. She was raised in the back of the Steiner, and I've never been there, and I never met my grandparents, and but I've always felt this like strong like I've always just been interested in who he was, and
Hmm.
what kind of dad he was and what kind of grandpa he could have been. You know,
Yeah.
I've heard so much about him, and I think, like, all said and done, I think that he would be really proud of the stuff that I'm doing, and really proud of the fact that I'm his grandchild. You know,
Yeah.
that's just a bummer. I never met him. I wish I could have a. That's what the song is about. I wish I could have a cup of coffee or a glass of whiskey in his case, just at the diner and just talk about nothing. You know,
Yeah.
that's what the song's about.
That's awesome.
I get a lot of credit for the last line in that song is anytime I play that song is the last line is like, this is not the right key, but it's like you'd love that Boston, we finally won it all back in '04. Maybe some of the curses we hold on to, that's talking about the ring, aren't curses at all, and maybe some of the curses we hold on to aren't curses at all. And I don't know
Hmm.
how familiar you are with baseball, but the Red Sox were cursed for almost a century. And I'm a big Red Sox fan, and I get a lot of respect for that line, and I didn't write it. I'm always
That's
I
funny.
the girl I wrote it with, Tennille Towns. She's a
Hmm.
country artist. She came up with that line, and I was like, "Holy shit, man, that is so good! That is
Yeah, it's
so
very
good."
deep. I
It just
love it.
like, but it kind of ties the entire song together because the first verse has the reference about my wedding ring and about how it's
Hmm.
cursed because they got divorced. My grandfather and grandmother, they were divorced, and it's been a joke in my family that this ring is cursed or whatever, and like it's healing to me to know that it's just
Yeah.
like, it's not a curse. It's he was a great man, and I wish I could have met him.
Yeah.
I don't know, whatever. That's my
Yeah.
favorite song.
That's awesome. I love that.
That's
That
my
was
long description.
no, no, that was good. That was actually the song I heard, and I was like, wow, that feels really. It just made the album feel so much more personal and deep. Like, I know a lot of the stories because I've talked to you, of course, about some of the other songs, but that one just like really hit home for sure.
Good, good. I'm
So,
glad. Good,
yeah.
cool.
And I know you wrote The Gardener for or in honor of your wife.
Yeah.
I'm curious, besides that song, does she have a favorite on the album?
Man, does she have a favorite? Probably "Here" is her favorite.
Hmm.
That's the song that closes the record. She's loved that song since I wrote it. There are a lot of songs that she, doesn't like when I first write it, and that's usually a pretty good tell that like it's not a good song. But she's loved that song like since I wrote it. She's always been like, man, that's. And then when I got the recording back, I showed it to her, and she just lost it. It's just. I think that's her favorite. There's a song called "Catching a Dream," which is the
Hmm.
title track, and it used to be very like Tom Petty. Sorry, I keep picking up my guitar, but like it used to be very Tom Petty. It used to be like, now it's,
Hmm.
if I'm being honest, but I like being the center of attention. It used to be, when we wrote it, it used to be if I'm being honest, well, I like being the center of attention.
Okay.
Very like the entire song was very like Tom Petty esque. It
Hmm.
just didn't feel right. We recorded it, and she loved it, and then we started building out the album, and I knew that I wanted "Catching a Dream" to be on it, but it wasn't the right feeling. It wasn't. It was way more, I don't know, upbeat and
Sure.
just different. It stood out in a different way, you know. It was, I don't know. So I'm glad that we changed it to, and now the more she listens to it, she's like, dang, that's like actually really cool. It's like
Yeah.
the harmonies and stuff are really fun. So I don't know. For someone who I respect her criticism and what she thinks about the actual song more than anyone else, you know, because she'll just give it to me straight.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah.
She's not gonna tell me a song is good if it's not good, you know.
Yeah.
So I think she's really proud of the record and really, really happy with what we've done. But yeah,
Awesome.
here's probably your favorite.
Okay. Yeah, I've had Chasing a Dream on repeat
No, Catching a
probably
Dream.
all day.
Catching a Dream. Catching a
Catching
Dream.
a Dream, sorry, yes. Okay.
It's it's a mind fuck, but it's it's not about chasing it anymore. It's like it's realizing that wherever you are in life, it's you know you've caught it. You're doing it. You're in the good times without even knowing it. You know,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't know. That's my idea of like a dream, like catching a dream, has definitely shifted since I started playing music. I feel like yeah, I still want to win a Grammy, and I still want to sell a billion albums, but I don't know. I feel like now it's more about who I am as a person and who I can who I can be for my kids and
Mm-hmm.
teach them how to correctly chase something. You know
Yep.
how to do it in the best way possible. You know, without offending anyone and just being respectful and happy. You know, have a joy that outlives you. You know.
Yeah. Well, that's great. Um, where did this song come from? So, like, you just talked about it a little bit, of course, um, and kind of the meaning behind that. But what kind of like was the spark that started this writing that song, the title track?
Catching a Dream.
Mm-hmm.
It was, I mean, we wrote that a few years ago. We wrote that when
Okay.
that's one of the ones that I wrote when I was still on the label. And I think that in that mindset, I was very, very much like, I had been told no, hundreds of times. You know, I've been told no so many times in my career.
Mm-hmm.
And, the song it's about being okay with that and just being like, you know, I don't know. It's not for everyone, or I'm not for everyone, and I have to be okay with that. It's art.
Mm-hmm.
It's coming from a good place, and I'm doing my best, and you know, I hope that people connect with it, and yeah, I feel like
Yeah.
that's where it came from. Uh, you know, making sure my kids know that it's okay to chase something. It's okay to fail a lot,
Mm-hmm.
and
For sure.
yeah, that's where it stemmed from. I feel like.
Okay. And you talked about, or you talked earlier about reworking it kind of a little bit
Yeah,
to the sound it has now. Did you do that previously and it was kind of already finished and ready to go for this album, or did you kind of rework it for this album?
we reworked it for the album. We wanted to make
Okay.
sure that we knew that it was a really good song, and we
Mm-hmm.
wanted it to be on the record, but it wasn't right. So we rewrote the. You know, it was like 2 a.m. and Kevin was mixing my vocal for a different song, and I went into the lounge of the studio and I came up with this little lick that I was like, yeah, that's kind of cool. And then I just started singing, and I immediately thought of the Eagles. I'm trying to think of the song. Or the Eagles meets like Fleetwood Mac, like I don't know, all those harmonies coming in together
Mm-hmm.
in those choruses and those verses. and then we recorded it that night. We worked until super late that night, and we just laid everything down. It was
That's
like a
awesome.
magic trick. It was like it happened. It all happened in like 20 minutes. Like I went out and I came back in. I was like, Kevin, what about this? Like, is this anything? And he was like, that's sick. That's amazing. That's great. Let's do that.
Yeah.
Do that. And then I was even unsure about it. Like we were, I went to the chorus part and I was unsure that like they tell me no, but it's all right. I see them all on the other side. My skin is thicker than they realize, but I won't need. It was a little too fast for me, like in the moment, because I'm so used to how we wrote it, and I don't know. He was like, "This is good. This is good. We don't need to change this at all. We should let's run with this." And I'm really glad that we did. I'm really glad that he pushed me to just do it.
Yeah. No, I think it turned out perfect. Like that guitar, I don't know the word, but like chord or whatever you played at the
Yeah.
intro is like it's
Cool. Good.
awesome. Very
Thank you.
captivating, super good, yeah.
Thank you.
So you mentioned you wrote a few songs with Tennille Townes, who is another
Yeah.
artist,
Yeah.
including the one about the diner. And similarly, you've co-written songs that she sings. What
Yeah.
is that process like working with her? Like, did you kind of just call her up and say, "Hey, I'm making an album. Let's put some songs on it"? How did that work?
No, man. I met Tennille like I don't know. I mean, 10 years ago now at this point, and we've been writing together forever. We've written,
Hmm.
maybe 100 songs together, and
Wow.
since COVID, there have been a few people that I'm like I work via Zoom with,
Okay.
and Tennille is one of them. I write with Tennille almost every week, just on Zoom, whether it be like
Wow.
during the daytime or like a late night thing. Like we'll just like I have an idea, like let's get on together, let's do this. She's like such a good. I don't know. I feel like we're always on the same page as far as music goes. As far as
Yeah.
songwriting, and she's such a compliment to what I'm writing, and I hope that I do that for her music as well.
Hmm.
That I can lend whatever to her.
Yeah. No, it seems like you have great like musical chemistry and like the same
Yeah.
vibes and everything. So it seems to work out well for sure.
It is cool. It is fun. We've done a number of shows together. Hopefully, we'll figure some more stuff down the road. But we work really well together. It's fun. She's
Yeah.
great. She's awesome. If you don't know her music, go check it out.
Yes. Everyone should. I do for sure. So you have posted about your song Driftwood, which was kind of inspired by, walking on the beach with your son. Do you have a song about your other son, or is he the favorite? No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. But
Man, that's so good. That's amazing.
oh,
I don't have a specific song for. So the son you're talking about is Roman. He's my
okay.
oldest, and at the time that I wrote that, no, Bodhi just wasn't doing anything interesting. No,
Now you
yeah,
have
no,
to for the next one.
I do.
Yeah.
I feel like that all of the songs, not all of the songs, but they include Bodum. Like his name's Bodimer, which is my grandmother, who I never met, who owned the diner. That's her last name. It's her
Okay.
maiden name, Bodimer, and so we call him Bo or Bodie. Anyway, I forget what I was saying. That I don't have a song about him specifically, but I feel like he's a part of Catching a Dream, which is
Mhm.
my kids. How could I ever what is the lyric? How can I ever sleep at night or tell my kids what it feels like to be catching a dream? So he's in that. He's in Here, which is it's not the right key, but it's I poured concrete in the driveway of the house I built on the edge of town. Two little hands and two little feet of the kids. Everybody calls mini me. So he's in all of the songs. You know, he's
Yeah.
so much part of this album. But no, he I don't have a song specifically about something he did yet. But Roman picking up that piece of driftwood, I have it here. Check this out.
Oh, really? That's cool.
It's on my wall, but it's
That's awesome.
just a piece of driftwood. You know, it's just we flew home with it, and now it's sitting up on my wall there. But yeah,
TSA was like, "What is this? What are you
yeah.
going to do with this?"
What is this, man?
That's funny. That's awesome. So that kind of like sort of bleeds into another question. As a songwriter and musician, do you try to turn like random life happenings into music, or is it more of like a spur of the moment thing? Like it just hit you when you saw him with that driftwood, or did you go back later and you were like, "Oh, let me write a song about like walking on the beach with my son."
No, I wrote that on the beach. I wrote
Okay.
I put a voice note in my phone, just the start of it. I put in last week my son found some driftwood on the beach. You would have thought he found a map leading to gold. Just a piece of a branch of a long forgotten tree from somebody's Christmas ages ago. So I had that to start, and I took that to
Wow.
Tennille. I took that to Tennille, and she was
Hmm.
like, "This is something. This is really cool. You know, this
Yeah.
is this is definitely really cool." So we chased that, and yeah, that's how that song started. It was definitely spur of the moment. You know, it
Hmm.
was like my wife and the boys were walking way ahead on the beach, and I was just over on my phone, just like, singing into my phone, just like this could be something, you know. But I do that every
Yeah.
day. I do that. I'm always just like, recording nothing. You know, the amount of garbage that I have on my voice notes app
Just
is
whatever pops in your head.
it would shock you. It would shock you. What's
That's funny. I feel like it's. I mean,
Oh
it's like.
Montreal, why'd you go? No, I'm just kidding.
I mean, I'm sure it's similar to people who like wake up in the middle of the night and like. I mean, I know I do this. I'll be laying in bed, like about to fall asleep, and I'll just like write an idea for a social media post down or
Yeah,
something. Grab
yeah,
my
for
phone and do
sure.
that.
Yes,
So
yes, it's that exact thing. It's like yeah, I'm not gonna do it right now, but I need to have this in, you know.
yeah.
Have you seen Seinfeld, the
No,
show?
sorry.
No, it's okay. There's a scene from it where Jerry wakes up in the middle of the night and he records, on a tape recorder or whatever, like the joke, or he writes something down on a napkin or something. He writes it down, and then he wakes up the
Hmm.
next morning. Fixed Nor's like, what the hell is this? He's like, I don't have any idea what this is, but I can tell you how many times that's happened where I've been, about to fall asleep or something, and a melody has come into my head, and then I'll walk out into the hallway, and I'll be like, yeah, it's time for fire, time for fire, time for fire, la la la, whatever, and then like in my head, I'm like, this is gonna be a hit. This is a hit, and
Yeah.
then I wake up the next day, and it's like, what? What is
What was
this? It's
that?
terrible.
That's hilarious. Do you have a typical like go-to spot for creativity? Like I see you're in, I guess like a music room or something now. Do you kind of
Yeah.
lock yourself in there and work? Do you kind of go out into the world and explore? Do you have like a specific place that you like to go to
This
kind of
this
spark
is
that?
this is typically the room. It's got everything that I would need.
Hmm.
It's there's an organ behind me right here, and then
Oh,
I
nice.
have a bunch of guitars, and then a piano, a baby grand piano there, and then that's my like studio, like whatever little like
Hmm.
keyboard, like, and then my computer and all that junk, and then over there is a little makeshift vocal booth.
Oh,
Um,
nice.
Yeah, there's Bodie. He's always with me. He's always with me in my songs. It's a
Oh,
my dad is since being retired, he's been painting, and
oh
so
wow.
he painted that picture for us of my son Bodie.
That's awesome. No, I
Yeah,
thought that was a photo, so that's pretty good.
yeah, cool, right?
So, kind of similar to that question, do you have like a weirdest moment or like craziest or weirdest moment or place that a song has kind of like sparked up for you?
Oh man. Um. Hmm. I don't know. I get stuff from TV shows and stuff, like TV
Okay.
shows that you wouldn't expect,
Uh huh.
that are just like someone says something and I'm like, oh my god, that's something. I like driving alone, like I get a lot. Uh, I remember I was driving in the middle of the night from like Fargo, North Dakota to Sioux Falls, South Dakota, and it's like a 2-3 hour drive, I think. And I just it was like 1 in the morning, and I wrote a song called "Hello October."
Love that one.
Yeah, I came up with it just in the the fogginess of my brain, and
Hmm.
it all. I wrote the entire song as I was driving.
Oh, wow. Okay.
It
You
was
played that
weird.
one at Haley's show.
I did.
Hmm.
Oh my gosh,
It was
that's
that
crazy.
one, and I don't remember what the other one was. I think there was maybe two or three. I don't remember those. I
Bum
remember
bums,
Hello
bum
October because
bum,
it was new.
bum bum said hi. Hi, bum bum. How are you? Do you know bum bum?
I don't.
I
But
don't. I
hello,
don't.
Bum Bum.
I don't know if I do either. I can't. I don't know who it is. But yo, bum bum. What's
Welcome.
up? And Brielle and Donovan. That's my nephew Dono and his friend Brielle. I think. Um,
Oh,
thank,
nice.
thank you guys for watching.
Yes. Yeah, Hello October was one. I don't remember the others.
I
I
think
want
it
to say
was all.
Honeysuckle and Wine, but I don't know if that's correct.
Yeah, it was definitely
Okay.
that album. That's definitely that album. Like Note to My Nephew. I think I probably
Hmm.
played. I don't know if you remember that, but that was about Donovan. Oh my gosh, that's about
Oh,
Donovan.
really?
When he was born, he's 11 now. Dono, correct me if I'm wrong. Oh, Bum Bum, you know my brother. Yes, you do. Yes, we have talked about this. Sorry, I don't mean to be reading the comments, but
No, you're good.
yeah. Uh, Note to My Nephew is about
Wow,
my
that's
nephew
awesome.
Donovan. Yeah, it's funny.
Yes, I remember that. I remember that song.
No, you don't.
I do.
It's okay. Do you
No,
really?
I know. If
Okay.
I played this, I would know every word.
Yeah. It's
I
like
don't off the top of my head, but
it's
if I
like
played it,
uh I forget it. Shoot. This shit. There's like a harmonica in it. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Donna. I haven't practiced that in years.
yeah, I can't remember. If it was on Spotify, we would
I,
know. But
I've written 1,000 songs since then. So I'm
that's
not
fair.
I haven't played that in so long. Anyway, sorry.
No, that's cool. Yeah, I remember because I think you said that was your newest song, "Hello October,"
No, cool.
at the time, and that was on Spotify at one point. I don't know if it still is, but it was at one
It
point.
still is.
Okay.
Someone requested it last night.
Oh,
And
really?
yeah, and I was like, I don't know this song. And I like stumbled through a verse and a chorus and I was like, that's all you're getting. I'm sorry.
Yeah. That's funny.
Um yeah.
So, what other artists are you listening to right now? Like, do you listen to music similar to your own, or do you have like
I don't know.
completely different music
Yeah,
tastes?
no, not really. I don't know. I hate this question because it's such a lame answer, but like I I don't listen to a lot of like new stuff. I don't know. I don't know if that's
Okay.
like if I'm cognizantly, is that a word? Cognizantly doing it,
Consciously?
consciously doing it. Well, I was saying cognizant,
Yeah.
consciously, consciously doing it, like where, uh, I'm like purposely not listening to like new music, so I don't like whatever. I'm not doing that.
Hmm. Yeah,
It's
yeah.
I just I find I'm more interested in older stuff, and
Hmm.
like I listen to classical almost every time I get in the car. I just
Okay.
throw on a classical playlist, and then I work out to hip hop, and
Hmm.
um, yeah, I don't know. I when I get sent music, I will listen to that,
Hmm.
and be inspired by the new stuff that's happening right now. But I don't I'm not on New Music Friday or anything, or
Sure.
I'm not. I don't really look at the charts or anything. It kind of makes me anxious, if I'm honest. It's like
Hmm.
I don't know. I maybe I should be, but I also don't want to be like chasing a sound, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
I'd
No, that makes
rather
sense.
I don't I can be inspired by current artists, but I don't know. I try
Yeah.
and stay away from being like listening to like what's hot.
Hmm.
I don't know.
That's fair. You don't want it to like poison your creativity and send you like a certain
I
path.
guess, like I said, it's not conscious.
Yeah, yeah.
It's just like I get in the car and I'm like, okay, classical. We're listening to classical. It's just nice. I get a break from the noise, and it's just the
Probably
melodies
keeps your
are.
kids calm.
Yeah, yeah. Maybe they'll go to sleep. No, like no. It's just yeah. I don't know. I just it blocks out everything else, and I can listen to the classical music. If you haven't listened to it, it's incredible.
Hmm.
It's insane. I don't know. It's the melodies that these composers came up with. It's wild. Anyway,
Yeah.
that's
Nice. Well, I have a few more questions for you, if that's okay.
awesome. Love it.
If someone came to you and asked for one song on this new album to listen to that kind of encapsulated you as an artist, obviously the whole album does because it's yours,
Mhm.
but would you? Which one would it be?
Man. It's maybe Driftwood.
Okay.
You said
Okay.
you seem disappointed in that answer. You seemed
No, no, it
disappointed.
wasn't disappointing.
You were. I wasn't
No, no,
expecting.
no.
I wasn't expecting him to say that one. No.
I wasn't
Uh,
expecting that, but that's interesting.
um.
But no, it makes. I mean, it makes sense.
I feel like my life right now is very much you know writing music and putting it out. Um, uh, and finding happiness in just life,
Hmm.
in finding happiness in what I have in front of me. And I think that's what Roman was doing on the beach, is that like he found this piece of driftwood and it was his treasure. It was his thing. And
I love
yeah, I
that.
was I was ignoring it. I was reading a book, I was ignoring it, and it took me to see him doing that, and then I was like, oh shit, I should be paying attention, a little bit more often. And I'm trying to do that more often, especially with my kids.
Hmm.
Um, I don't know. Maybe it's either that or Two Trails Diner. I feel like.
Okay. Nice.
Why?
I could see that.
What were you thinking I was gonna say?
I mean, I didn't really have an answer, I guess, but I was thinking like the influence reminds me a lot of Happenstance
Yeah, for
album,
sure.
and like Honeysuckle and Wine, and like that kind of like upbeat,
Yeah,
kind of like folky, Americana
yeah,
type sound,
yeah.
but also still like very personal in a way
Yes,
and
yes.
emotional.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, it is.
but
It's a super personal song. I feel like I kind of with the influence I kind of opened. I don't know. I let my guard down a bit with
mhm.
like what you see on social media and what you see at a show of mine is just this very happy go lucky, and I'm a happy guy. I'm a nice. I think I'm nice, but
Yes.
I try and be make other people happy before myself,
Hmm.
and the influence is it, it's a peek inside I don't know. I cope the way I cope with a lot of hard stuff. Is
Hmm.
by escaping through drinking, and that's where that stemmed from. Is from that, and it's. I feel like to play devil's advocate to your like the
Yeah,
influence
yeah.
is like the song or whatever that encapsulates me as a person. I feel like that is a moment of time for me that
Hmm.
I just left my deal when I wrote that song, and I was a bit out of sorts of like where do I go next, what do I do next. I have a lot of people who believe in me.
Hmm.
I have you know I've been told no a billion times, and that on top of stress of just life in general, I was coping with a lot of things, and I was coping in a lot of unhealthy ways, and
Hmm.
I I feel like yeah, that was just that is a moment of time for me. It was
Okay.
6 months or a year for me that I was in that living in that space of escaping from
Yeah.
stress and
Yeah.
me being worried that my kids were picking up on it.
Yeah.
That's where that song came from. But
Yeah. No, I get that. Makes
yeah.
sense. I was thinking of more of like a musical standpoint, less
Oh yeah.
lyrical,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
it
Yeah.
makes
Yeah.
sense now that you say that. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
No,
not who
but
you
for
are as a
no,
person.
yeah, like musically, yeah, that definitely is like my wheelhouse. I think that
Yeah.
like the gritty, angsty kind of folky, folk pop. It's definitely
Yeah.
that's my wheelhouse with songs. I think so. Yes, you are right in that sense. Damn it! I'm joking.
Do you or you have some shows coming up?
Hmm.
It looks like.
Hmm.
So tell us where people can find you at your upcoming shows.
I'm playing in Central Texas quite a bit. I'm planning a tour right now with an artist who you may or may not know,
Awesome.
and we're going to do some dates up in the Northeast. And then outside of that, I'm playing like a bunch of house show concerts.
Okay.
I for years I've been doing these house show concerts
Hmm.
that Bose, the sound system, the sound entertainment company,
Yeah.
set me up with, and that has like it's grown quite a bit, and we're still booking, and so I have a number of those set up for this fall house
Awesome.
shows, and it's like a really fun way to have like an intimate show with a really awesome artist that that
Yes.
yeah that no, it's like a fun show where
Yeah.
you can have an intimate experience with an artist who is putting out relevant music, and it's an opportunity for me to cut the overhead from the label and just go straight directly to the fans and
Hmm.
play and meet everyone and hang out and party until whenever, and then you know I'll see them the next time I come to town, and
Yeah.
they have to spend $50 to go to the show. I'm joking.
Yeah. No, I was gonna say that's like the intimate experience. I feel like would make it so much better.
Yeah, it does. I think it's
Especially
cool.
since you're an independent artist, you get to develop that relationship with your fans so much more.
It is fun. It's a really cool experience to be able to do those shows, and the fact that people like are still booking them is really cool. I'm playing one in Ohio in October, and I've played a handful of shows in Ohio, but like Uniontown, Ohio, like I don't even know where that
Okay.
is. I don't know where
Me
I'm flying. I
neither.
don't know where I'm flying into yet, but like I'm really excited to
Somewhere.
to go play that show.
Yeah, that's awesome. I saw the one you did in Richmond,
Yeah,
Virginia. That's my hometown, like where I grew
Richmond
up.
is.
Hmm.
Oh, awesome.
And I moved to Texas after college. But so yeah, but I had never heard of that. Like it was like a house venue
Yeah. Okay.
situation. I was trying to like look it up online and
I know.
understand what it was, but
I know. So I met this couple so I was playing in Galway, Ireland in
okay,
2016 and
awesome.
2015, maybe 2015.
Hmm.
And we were playing at this place called Monroe's in Ireland, which is a really awesome venue. And I didn't know. I was like, I don't know if anyone's coming to this show. Like, I don't know why these people booked us, but like, we're playing this show or whatever, and we're sitting at this bar, we're having a Guinness, and I hear an American accent in Ireland, and I was like, oh shit, you guys are from the States. Like,
Hmm.
where are y'all from? And they're like, Richmond, Virginia. And they were the only people at the show. The two of them, the couple, were the only people at this show in Galway, Ireland.
Oh wow.
And I was talking to them. I was like, I was like, have you ever heard of like house shows? Would you guys ever be interested in doing a house show series, concert series, or do a house show with me?
Hmm.
And they were all about it. They were like, we have a perfect house. They have like this. It's a historic house in Richmond, I guess. You know,
Hmm.
they have a whatever a deed from the city or whatever it is. You know, and um, they were fired up about it. They were like, "Yeah, let's do it." So we booked a house show, and then they kept doing it. So now it's this concert series called Chillin' at Chilton,
Okay.
and I just played there earlier this year,
Hmm.
and they the entire time they got up on stage before I played and then after, and they were like, we owe all of this to Keelan, meeting Keelan that night or in Galway or whatever. It's like they've done shows with all of their favorite artists that
That's
like
awesome.
this at their house, like in their living
Hmm.
room. It's like
That's
they
cool.
have just invited these artists that they've loved for so long to come into their living room and play for their friends. And I
Hmm.
think that's really cool that
Yeah.
like I'm not taking credit at all. Like I didn't do anything. I selfishly asked if I could play for their friends. But like
Yeah. You're like, where's
they
my cut?
yeah, no, 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 not at all. They have this like really successful. Almost every show sells out, and it's like you know they have a great sense of good music, and it's a really successful like concert series that like now artists are like seeking them out to like, hey, can I play? Can we? We're on the road. Like, can we come play? And they're like, this is not that kind of venue. It's like
Yeah.
they're very selective with like who they pick. It's really cool. It's a really special thing that they have going there.
Yeah, it did
Yeah,
look really cool. I was
yeah.
gonna try and go, but I couldn't make it work. But
Oh
I wanted
no,
to go and like
that would have been
pop up and
amazing.
surprise you.
That would have been amazing,
Yes,
man.
one day.
Yeah, you
Well, if you
surprised.
ever come to South Carolina, or
I want to
at
be
least
there.
somewhat kind of close.
I want to come there next week. I'd love to play a show there.
Yeah,
That's awesome. Where
I'll
in South
send you.
Carolina are you?
I'm in Lexington, outside Columbia.
Okay, cool.
Um,
The
we
capital, right?
actually, Columbia is the capital. Yeah.
Yeah.
Lexington is just like a suburb, basically.
Yeah, yeah,
But
right, right.
yeah. But I'll have to send you some info. There's a lot of concert venues, obviously, of like varying sizes. But there's like this amphitheater
Sweet.
too in Lexington. They do like this big concert series throughout. Well, they do it like most every season except for winter, I guess. But it's pretty
I'm
cool.
in. That sounds awesome.
Yes, I'll just send you the info for sure.
Yeah, please do.
All right. Well, everyone, go stream and buy and all the things. Keelan's album, Chasing a Dream. It is out now. You won't regret it. Do you have anything else to share before we hop off?
No, I think you're awesome.
Thank you.
Thank you for
You
having
too.
me. I think you're doing really good stuff, and
Thank you.
I love your content, and I really appreciate you having me, man. Thank you,
Yeah, anytime. All right. Thank you. Have a good night.
my brother.
All right. Thanks, everyone.